Welcome to Draw Her Life. I'm Kim Swennen, and I write code for YouTube. I grew up in Washington, D.C., where I went to a French school. Yes, French. It's been one of my favorite things to learn since I was little. One summer, I got to go to a Shakespeare acting camp, and I was hooked. I performed in a show called The Other Shakespeare, which was all about what it would be like if Shakespeare's sister wrote his plays. Even though I always loved math and science, I decided to continue with theater. I studied more Shakespeare, and it also felt kind of like a secret language, because I had to work to understand it at first. To be or not to be. How beautiful is that? I wanted to be an actor. I eventually moved to Hollywood. Getting to be on set and doing stunts was so much fun. But there was something about acting as a profession that I didn't expect. There was a lot of waiting around. I had to wait at auditions, wait for a callback, wait to get hired, wait between scenes, wait between jobs. I realized it was just too much waiting for me, and a little voice in my head started telling me maybe it was time to explore something new. My acting career was going so well, and I was 30 years old. Why did I want to change course now? I'll be honest, I was scared, but my dad gave me a ton of encouragement and reminded me that I could do anything I wanted to do. I remembered really loving a computer science class I took in college, but I assumed I was too old to dive into that now. Didn't all software engineers start playing with computers when they were really young? Wasn't it too late for me? But I decided to go for it. Lucky for me, I loved school as a kid, and my love for learning hadn't changed. Yes, it was tough, but once I started to learn to code, something inside of me clicked. I was learning another secret language, and that gave me my in. I could totally do this. And with a ton of hard work, I did. After I graduated, I burst into tears when I found out I was getting hired at YouTube. My team writes the code to make the big red subscribe button work. You've probably clicked it a few times before on your favorite YouTube channels. GoldieBlocks? Anyone? Trying new things at any age can be scary, but just because something is hard or difficult to understand, it doesn't mean you aren't good at it. It just means that it's a challenge, and so you're going to learn something new. In the words of Shakespeare, we know what we are, but not what we may be. Au revoir, and a huge thank you to the Lyda Hill Philanthropies for making this episode possible. Be sure to visit GoldieBlocks.com to explore the rest of Curiosity Camp and to work on earning your badges.